brown rice salad with chicken. So, also a very easy salad to produce. You know, it holds up well for a few days in your refrigerator, and you know, the more time you give it, the more the flavors interact, and it's just really a delicious salad. You know, I hope, if nothing else, you take our recipes with you today and maybe try them out over the 4th of July weekend. See what the family thinks. I think I've seen a lot of surprised faces here when you tried the samples. So hopefully everybody gets a little chance to try some out. So the sesame and brown rice salad is really not much more than that. We're going to start out with a little bit of cooked whole grain rice. So we're going to use brown rice today. You know, Bob's Red Mill makes is a great brand of whole grain rice, or you're looking for really like an unhulled brown rice. You want to go ahead and cook that off and cool it in your refrigerator. So after it's cooked and cooled, you're going to take your rice, and with that we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix a little bit of shredded chicken. You know, if you roast off a chicken, you got a little extra shredded chicken, you know, shred that off. That's really the best chicken you're going to use. We roast chickens here at the hospital there, so we have a little bit of roasted chicken here. And then we're going to go ahead and add shredded carrots, some green onions, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of peanuts, dry roasted peanuts. And give it a little bit of mix up here. We're also going to add a little bit of olive oil. Any oil you have is fine. I like olive oil. I wrote canola oil in the recipe. It's all good as long as you're using something that's got good flavor to it. You know, because you're really talking about building levels of flavor to it. We're also going to add some nice sesame oil. You want to add you want it to be a little bit dark. The darker the sesame oil, the more flavor it's going to have. Might not be as good for cooking, but you know, we're not cooking with it. We're keeping it cold, so it's going to have really its best flavor. It's got a lower smoke point, so you know, a lot of time when you want to pan fry something, oils that are they're more processed, they have a higher smoke point. So you think about peanut oil, it's a very clear oil. It does really well for cooking because you can it has a higher temperature before it would start to smoke. So sesame oil or extra virgin olive oil, delicious, a lot lower smoke point to them, so the flavors will change pretty rapidly with them. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And we're also going to add a little bit of lime juice. Woo! Liberally. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if I have to fix this one. So, you know, just it's going to be tangy, I'll promise that. So, you know, I always mix things up. I always like to let it go for a little bit. Yeah, that's limey, that's for sure. Give it a little salt. Bring it together. You know, the other thing about these whole grain salads is as they set, you know, right now, if you touch too much lime juice in there, in an hour, it'll be fine. Honestly, you know, it's really hard to do badly by these kinds of salads. You know, if you've got really great fresh produce, and then you're just using good quality ingredients to start building with, it's going to always be good. And their flavors change a little bit over time. So as they set, they're going to change out, and they're going to soak up the liquids that they might have. They're going to soak up the oils a little bit, and you can come back and add more to it, and do whatever you need to make it yourself. You could add a little bit of sugar to it. I can add a little bit more sesame oil too, which I think I will, because they're both kind of strong flavors and they'll kind of even each other out. And you know, brown rice is naturally a little bit sweet. It'll come around, and it's not bad. It's just a little limey. You know, if you had this and we had some like nice butter lettuce to go along with it, or other fresh greens where you could wrap it up, like lettuce wraps, be just fine. So, and then, you know, we're just gonna build it and garnish it. You know, they're really that easy, and we're really talking about 30 minutes in total to make a nice sized bowl of salad that's going to feed your whole family for the whole day. And you know, they're surprisingly nice. I know when I was growing up, we didn't ever eat anything like this, and I kind of came to it late. But now my kids, who are tend to be a little on the picky side also will eat a lot of this stuff, and it's easy to get them in there and get them to try it. And they're great for the holidays. It's great for potlucks. They're not mayonnaise based, so taking them to potlucks, you really can be sure that they can be out a little bit and not have to worry about getting the congregation sick or whatever. And I like to garnish them with a little bit of black sesame seeds too. If you come across them, they all taste like sesame seeds, but I'm kind of partial to the black ones. So pretty easy stuff. Maybe a little bit more peanut on there. Yeah, I just used a little bit of yellow bell pepper. That's just what I grabbed this morning to garnish it. But carrots or just really anything you have around, anything with a little bit of color to kind of bring it out in the bowl itself. So fresh herbs. A lot of times I'll use just bunches of fresh herbs. Are very nice. You just pick them out of the garden or fix them up here. I like to shred squash. If you take a cheese grater and you can just shred some zucchini or some yellow squash. It's great color. It's beautiful. If you've got peppers growing, peppers are really great. So yeah, there's a lot of fun things you can do. We have a lot of very talented ladies that I work with who continually show me how to garnish better. And then of course Michelle and Candace have lots of samples here, so I encourage you to come have at least more than one and tell others in the market to come try some out too.